The FBI director just threatened a sitting congressman on live television, and nobody's talking about it. When Eric Swalwell asked about Trump in the Epstein files, Patel lost it and revealed his hit list. Hit subscribe and that bell right now because what I'm about to show you proves we're living in dangerous times.
Gentleman from Kentucky is recognized for unanimous consent.
Mr. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent to submit two sets of documents. The first is a series of emails from the victims of Jeffrey Epstein. They are making FOIA requests to get their own FBI files and not having any success. So I want to bring attention to that by submitting that to the record. The second document that I want to submit to the record, for the record, I know we don't usually read these. This one's not readable. It's completely redacted for the most part, the first 50 pages. This is actually the search warrant that was served on James O'Keefe for a diary that he had already given to the government 2 months before. And as it turns out, there were no indictments here, yet he still doesn't know why he was raided, and I think he deserves to know. So,
Without objection.
Thank you.
The chair now recognizes the gentleman from California.
Director, the first time you saw Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files. Did you close the files or keep reading?
I have reviewed not the entirety of the files, so
You haven't reviewed all of the Epstein files?
Personally, no.
You're the director of the FBI. This is the largest sex trafficking case the FBI has ever been a part of. Buck stops at the top, and your testimony today is you have not reviewed all of the files.
What I've been doing is been busy providing the safest country this country has seen in modern U.S. history in historic speed, because the men and women of the FBI are given the resources to reduce the homicide rate, to reduce the drug trafficking rate, to reduce the amount of children that are being trafficked, and the number of pedophiles.
It sounds like those children being trafficked would appreciate the director reviewing the files. You said you don't know the number of times Trump's name appears in the files, so it could at least be 1,000 times. Is that right?
The number is a total misleading factor. We have not released
anyone's
name in the Epstein files that has not been credible.
Director, could it at least be 1,000 times?
We have released every piece of legally permissible information.
Okay,
you can characterize the numbers however you want it.
Reclaiming my time, Director. It sounds like if you don't know the number, it could at least be 1,000 times. Which
It's not.
Me,
It's not.
is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
Do you think it might be your job to know the number?
My job is to provide for the safety and security of this country. My job is not to engage in political innuendo so you can go out to the sticks and get your 20-second hit in your fundraising article. Keep going, reclaiming your time, because the people of California are being underserved by your representation.
If the president is not implicated, why not release everything that involves him?
We have released everything, the president and anyone else's side, that is credible and lawfully be able to be released. Your fixation on this matter and baseless accusations that I'm hiding child pedophiles is disgusting. Anyone that says that needs to look at the stats alone and go back to the state of California, who's receiving the biggest surge in FBI resources through my redeployment, because the cities of Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Francisco need it.
Director, remembering your oath to tell the truth, did you ever tell Donald Trump his name is in the files?
I have never spoken to President Trump about the Epstein files.
Did you ever tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The Attorney General and I have had numerous discussions about the entirety of the Epstein files and the reviews conducted by our team.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
And we have released where President Trump's name is in the
It's a simple
Attorney's
question.
file.
Did you tell the Attorney General that the President's name is in the Epstein files?
During many conversations that the Attorney General and I have had on the matter of Epstein, we have reviewed.
The question is simple.
Who
did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out?
Yes
if you're gonna
or
mock
no, Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No? A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F?
it sounds like you don't want to tell us. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files?
Why don't you try serving your
Director,
constituency by focusing on reducing violent crime in this country and the number of pedophiles that are legally harbored in your sanctuary cities in California? I'll work with you on that.
Regular order, Mr. Chairman.
Director,
I'm the gentleman from California.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The question has been asked and answered.
You have not answered it, and we will take your evasiveness as a consciousness of guilt. Director, did Donald Trump ever say to you, just find and release the entire truth? Don't worry if I'm in it.
The instructions from the administration were to release all credible information, and we have done that.
Did Donald Trump ever provide information about Jeffrey Epstein as an informant?
Donald Trump has not been, and I can only speak for the FBI, an informant of the FBI.
So, Director, you've played this cute shell game where you say you can't release everything because the court has said that it legally is not allowed to be released, but the court calls bullshit. Judge Richard Berman said that when you went to the court, quote, information contained in the Epstein grand jury transcripts pales in comparison to Epstein investigation information and materials in the hands of the Department of Justice. So let's move on, Director. You wrote a book called Government Gangsters. You identified 20 individuals in that book. You put me on that list, at the top of the list. Thank you. My children find it flattering. 20 of those individuals have been investigated or have had adverse actions. Director, considering that you have identified these people as, quote, government gangsters, will you recuse yourself from making any investigation decisions about these individuals?
Anyone that has been terminated at the FBI has been done
No, the
because
question
they failed
again,
to meet the muster
Director,
and their constitutional
I will
obligation.
work on the audio-visual capabilities.
I'm
of
going to
the rooms. I
borrow
don't think
your
you can hear me.
terminology and call
I'm reclaiming
bullshit
my
on your
time.
entire career in
I'm
Congress.
reclaiming my
It
time,
has been
Director.
a disgrace to the American
Director,
people.
I'm reclaiming my time.
You can reclaim your
Will you
time all you
recuse
want.
yourself?
Chairman, you're going to allow a witness to speak this way?
Mr. Chairman, would you give
recuse yourself, Director?
The gentleman has no time.
Mr. Chairman, would you
Mr.
admonish the
Chairman,
witness not to insult members?
The gentleman has no time.
Mr. Chairman,
the
just
committee will remember.
Quick point of order. Could the gentleman be extended an additional 20 seconds to complete his thoughts, since the witness decided to interrupt him continuously?
And the witness will be able to respond if he wants. We'll make sure he has time to do that.
My question is,
Continue.
will you, Director, recuse yourself, yes or no, from investigating or making decisions about the 60 individuals, including myself, that you identified as government gangsters? Yes or no?
Time of the gentleman has expired. The
No.
witness may respond if he would like.
And the answer was no, as I heard.
Correct.
Okay.
Patriots, what you just witnessed wasn't normal oversight. It was intimidation in broad daylight. FBI Director Patel just showed America exactly why Trump picked him, and it should terrify every single one of us who believes in democracy. Let's start with a bombshell everyone's ignoring. When Congressman Swalwell asked simple yes or no questions about Trump appearing in the Epstein files, Patel played games like a mob lawyer. I don't know the number. Really? You're the FBI director overseeing what you admit is the largest sex trafficking case in FBI history, and you can't count how many times the president's name appears? But here's where it gets sinister. Patel admitted he wrote a book called Government Gangsters, where he put Eric Swalwell on a hit list of 60 people. And get this, 20 of those people have already been investigated or faced adverse actions. That's not a book, folks. That's a roadmap for political persecution. When Swalwell brilliantly asked if Patel would recuse himself from investigating people on his enemies list, Patel said a no. Think about that. The FBI director publicly labeled sitting members of Congress as gangsters, then says he'll still oversee investigations into them. In any functioning democracy, that would be grounds for immediate termination. But the real mask-off moment came when Patel completely lost his composure. When pressed about the Epstein files, he attacked Swalwell personally, calling his entire congressional career a disgrace to the American people. Let me be clear, an FBI director attacking a member of Congress conducting oversight isn't just unprofessional, it's authoritarian. It's what happens in Putin's Russia, not the United States of America. And why did Patel explode? Because Swalwell was exposing the cover-up. Patel admitted Trump's name is in the Epstein files, but won't say how many times. He claims they've released all credible information, but who decides what's credible? The same guy who wrote an enemies list? Here's what really happened in that hearing room. Swalwell touched a nerve. He exposed that Patel is sitting on explosive information about Trump and Epstein. And instead of transparency, we got threats and insults. The most chilling part? When Swalwell's colleague from Kentucky showed that Epstein victims can't even get their own FBI files through FOIA. Meanwhile, James O'Keefe got raided over a diary he'd already given to the government. 2 justice systems, one for Trump's enemies, one for his friends. Judge Richard Berman said the DOJ has mountains more Epstein material than what's in the grand jury transcripts. So, when Patel claims they've released everything credible, he's lying to Congress and the American people. But let's talk about that threat. When the FBI director publicly calls you a disgrace for doing your constitutional duty of oversight, that's not just an insult, it's a warning. He's telling every member of Congress, question me about Trump, and you're next on my list. Think about what this means, patriots. We have an FBI director who won't fully investigate the president's connections to a child sex trafficker, maintains an enemy's list of political opponents, refuses to recuse himself from investigating people he's publicly targeted, threatens members of Congress during oversight hearings. This isn't law enforcement. It's the secret police. Swalwell showed incredible courage standing up to this bully. While other members might cower, he kept pressing for answers about our children's safety and the integrity of our justice system. That's real patriotism, not wrapping yourself in the flag while protecting powerful predators. The fact that Patel couldn't even answer basic questions like, how many times does Trump appear in the Epstein files, tells you everything. Innocent people don't act like this. Honest FBI directors don't write enemies lists. Real law enforcement doesn't threaten oversight. Every American should be asking, what's in those files that's worth destroying the FBI's credibility to hide? What's so damaging that Patel would rather attack Congress than tell the truth? This isn't about left versus right anymore. This is about whether we'll have an FBI that serves justice or one that serves as the president's personal protection racket. Today, Patel showed us exactly which one he's running. If this disturbs you as much as it disturbs me, share this video. Contact your representatives. Demand that Patel be held accountable for threatening congressional oversight. Because if we let FBI directors intimidate Congress without consequences, we won't have a democracy much longer. Remember, they're hoping you'll stay quiet. They're counting on you being too scared or too tired to fight back. Prove them wrong. The truth about Trump and Epstein will come out, no matter how many congressional members Patel threatens. Stay strong, patriots. Democracy dies in darkness, but we're shining the light.